Jai Hind to all. I'm back again after a long break, but we are going to discuss the topic that is very important for today. The topic's name is terrorism. So, we are going to discuss the history when it started, why was it started, and what's the current knowledge of this. So, starting with the history, I want to tell you that the history of the terrorism involves significant entities and in very so many incidents that associate with terrorism. But what the exact definition of it? When we say about terrorism, in our view, Pakistan is a terrorist or terrorist country. Okay, so what the exact definition about it? It is very simple to call the opponent party or opposing party to be terrorist or practicing terrorism. It is very simple that opponent is not in your favor, so you will call that opposite party as a terrorist. But it is not that much simple. The history of terrorism was started around first century. It is said to be started around first century, but in practically and more efficiently, it was started in mid 19th century, where the British and Japanese colonizers were declining. So one thing that was accelerating was monarchism, anti-monarchism, and nationalism. This ideology, this feeling of the nationalism leads to formation, creation of the new groups, new organization, which assassinate the leaders. True. Still now, 954 leaders are all around the world were assassinated by these terrorist groups. And these terrorists not just kill these leaders around the world, but also the common people who have nothing to do in this. Today, we are witnessing the war between Israel and Palestine, in which only common people are suffering from this, whether they are Palestinian or Israel. In 21st century, it is shocked to hear that Afghanistan, a whole country, is running under the control of the Taliban, which is clearly accepted by the whole world that it is a terrorist group. It is a terrorist organization. But still, cut the chase and let me play with your mind that I'm not a magician, but still, I will try to read your mind. When I say the word terrorist, I know what the image forms in front of your eyes. A man with patani, wearing Moscow hat with a long beard and in hand AK-47. It's bitter but true. With this document, which is given by the Home Affairs of the Indian Ministry, we show that 44 recognized terrorist group which are recognized in India, in Indian territory. This include Al Qaeda, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and also mm, all other terrorist organization names like Manipuri and all. I want to tell you that Muslims are not terrorists. Well, I'm not into religion here, but just to clarify you that, cut the chase and not going to talk debate on Ram and Rahim. Is we are talking about the terrorists. So, terrorist is the future. I want to tell you only that one thing that Israel is always well prepared for the Palestine, always well prepared for the Hamas, but still today the situation is out of control. So we have no idea. Today we say that India is a safe country. India is a safe country in terrorist, except J&K, except Jammu and Kashmir. But still, it is a safe country. But we have no idea. Out of this 44 or any other new is going to attack on us on from which side. We have no idea. A man sitting 11,000 kilometers apart from us in Canada will utter a single word, and here the Khalistan will. I just want to tell you that today, neglecting any movement, mocha that is running under the names of the Indian farmers or under the names of any other groups, but we have no idea they are really running for the farmers or any other Khalsa group. We have no idea they are raising the fund for the Indian farmers or for hollowing the India inside. It's going to be very sad but reality that terrorism is expanding. It's on its pace that we can't neglect the future of terrorism. We can't neglect the next step of the Pakistan. We can't neglect any movement or mocha that is going to happen or happening in India currently. I just want to share with you this information. I just want to share my thoughts with you. I just and I want to make you thought about this problem. Thanks for listening. Jai Hind.